Alright, so check me out. I have a story to tell, and no matter who's listening, I just want to be able to get my story off. Alright, so it all started when this special angel was sent to my life. I don't know, she was God's greatest gift on this earth, but she was sent to my life, and it was back then when I was born. I mean, she was there before I was born. She found my mother beat up on the side of the road. I'm not sure if it was my dad beat her up or whatever, but my mother was a bad drug addict. She was on the streets really hard. So she found my mother beat up. She ended up getting my mother, rushing to the hospital, coaching her through the whole pregnancy. That must have been difficult. But I'm here. I mean, she always tells me, you know, I had you myself. And I like, what you mean by that? She said, well, I was telling your mother, like, when I push, you push. And she said we both pushed together till I passed out. She said, so basically you my child. And truly she's an angel because without her I wouldn't be here today. Later on in life, I end up having a couple of more siblings. Uh, one of them I never met at all, so I really don't know who he may be. She may be out there somewhere. But my mother, my birth mother, ended up getting diagnosed with AIDS, and she was in and out of jail all my life. So I really didn't have a tight bond with her. I wish I could have. Sometimes I think like, what would life be with my real mother, my father? Um, I mean, it kind of sucks, but I still made it. I would tell you that that angel that delivered me is now my mother. I'm 26 years old and she had me since birth. She's a blessing and I love her for that. I want her to know that she's appreciated. From the stories that I know, I had a little brother behind me. I had a sister above me, a few other sisters. One of my older sisters I did get in real close with. Um, Later on through the years, she ended up getting HIV/AIDS, and she ended up dying a few years after. A few years after that, my birth mother body was found behind a abandoned building, and it was difficult growing up. Um, my mom, it kind of inspired her to get into the foster caring so that she could get my other two siblings that we can be close. I'm kind of glad she did that. Through her doing foster caring, she ended up getting my brother. She got my sister. She kind of found my sister abused, which sucks. I'm not sure what home she lived in, but um, I guess the guy that was in that home, he beat her with a cord in her back. So she was pretty badly beaten, and my mom saw her on the driveway as she was passing by. And like I said, she's an angel. It's like, who would be lucky enough to be put in these two positions? My mother, my baby sister, well, my older sister, on the side of the road, in the driveway, crying, beaten, hungry. I mean, who does that? I mean, it's not like she was gaining anything from it. She did it from her heart, and I thank you for that. She got them. Eventually, she adopted them too. My brother and my sister, she adopted them. Um, my mom's heart was so big, we stayed in a 3-bedroom house. And check me out, this is what she do. She takes a 3-bedroom house, turns the garage into a bedroom that she can be in. And she made that house big enough that everybody can have space. At one time, I can remember 13 kids at once staying in this one house. And, I was a little bit forced to be a little bit older than what I was, but it was okay because that was my angel, so I was willing to do everything for her. I didn't have no problem with it. Mm, then it started to change for the worse a little bit. Like I said, my mother was found behind the abandoned building, my birth mother, and the mother, my angel, I was about 15, 16, and she ended up getting really, really sick, going to the hospital. I remember it was like maybe a couple days before Thanksgiving. And she went to the hospital to find out that she had kidney disease in both of her kidneys. And like I said, I'm 26 now. From the age 16, 26, about 10 years, she's been on dialysis. Wake up every morning, not every morning, I'm sorry, 3 times a morning. From 3 a.m. till 8:30 a.m. she's on the dialysis machine. She gets off the machine. She drives herself to there and from there every time she go to dialysis. Like I can't believe it. I mean, sometimes she drag herself home. I no longer stay in Florida with her, but I know when I was 16 years old, I was I was her ride or die. You know what I'm saying? I had to move away to better myself. I'm currently taking care of, my little sister that she adopted before she got sick. She ended up adopting a newborn baby. Her name is Jasmine. And now I care for Jasmine because of my mother's illness or because when she got sick. So, I mean, when I was 16, I was doing the mommy duties. I didn't know how the system worked, but I wasn't going to let them take my family back. I was so happy to be close to them, so happy to have them in my life. She worked so hard when she got the foster kids, she worked so hard to try to mentor these parents to get back on track so they could, see their kids again. I didn't get that experience. She tried so hard to get my mother on the right track. Um, and it didn't work. I mean, some people, what can you say? But she did try, and that's all that matters to me. I'm just, like I said, so lucky to have her in my life. Jasmine is now 10 years old. That's my baby. I take care of her and, make sure she has the world. My mom kind of inspired me to go out and maybe do fostering for children or doing some kind of funding for kids. Like I hear a lot of people talking about funding for kids, in other countries and stuff like that, which is all fine. But I be wondering about the kids that's in this country that needs help. They go to homes and you have some loving families out there that adopt these children, and I applaud you all. Because I mean, where would we be without you guys? But my mother, the most special thing in my life, I just want to give her the most applaud. My mom, even though she have her good days, her bad days, she still push. Like she is so strong, and I don't know where she get that strength from, but she is so strong, and I hate to have to hear my mom crying about, her body hurts so bad, she just can't make it, or she's so tired, and she still push like anybody that can tell you, anybody that crossed her path, she always did for, always. My older sister still stayed with her, had 2 babies of her own, and my mom is now 61 years old and still taking care of all of them. Like, I mean, I know some good ones out there, but the one that I experience right now, my angel, like, she's the good one. And I thank you for how you raised me. I thank you for the gifts that you gave me. I would say that me growing up a little bit faster than, normally, um, I'm thankful for it because it taught me responsibility. It taught me how to stand on my own 2 feet. It taught me how to survive out here in this difficult world. But the thing I just don't hate, the thing that I hate is that you don't get enough appreciation. You so kind to everybody else. My mother is so kind to everybody. She would do anything for everybody. She gets off the dialysis machine in tears sometimes, saying they pull too much off of her. But I will talk to her in the next 30 minutes, next hour, and she's out, you know, trying to look after my grandmother, running everybody up and down the road like, this person need this, I gotta go do this. Your sister kids need this, I gotta go do this. And I'm looking at her like, are you gonna be still? Are you gonna do it for yourself? I don't even think she knows how to do for herself. But right now, I'm seeking for help to help my mother do for herself. I'm seeking for help to show my mother that she's appreciated. I can tell her all day long, but she needs a break. She's not getting no better. I even went to the extent of trying to, maybe give her another kidney or something of mine, but we're not compatible. That kind of sucks. But, and all that else fails, no kidney, at least she can get a little bit of time. And I'm really seeking out help out there, like I said, to give my mom that time of the day so that she don't feel like, I don't think she feel like that, like it's all on her. Even though she cries about it, I don't think she feel like that because she still does it. Sometimes when you're tired of something, you really tired and you just, don't go through it no more, you don't do it. Not her. She don't be still. And I just want her to know that she's appreciated. I just want her to know for all the kids out there she helped. And I would say she helped over 50 kids that in my lifetime that I know, and I'm 26, over 50. I mean, she's a pretty good person for no cause. So all the kids in the town that knew where to go for help, she was the right person, did not care, and still to this day, she is doing the same thing. So please help me show my mom that she's appreciated. Thank you.